No, I didn't forget about you. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to WeSibs, West Coast, East Coast siblings. Today we're talking episode 11 of The Fugitive. So it's finally coming to a close. School started for me last week, and so I was getting my schedule together, and so that threw off everything after DC Fandom, which threw off everything already. But I didn't forget about you guys. We're going to wrap this thing up with the last 3 episodes, starting with episode 11. We're going to talk about the 3 biggest things that you need to know from the episode. So strap in, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Let's get into it. All right, starting off with big takeaway number 1, Mike travels to this gang member's house. He almost gets himself killed, but he's betting that this guy Alfredo, who he used to work with, is going to help him out. So what is he looking for? He's trying to get a weapon. Now, he blackmails Alfredo saying, you know, I've got my computer set up with all this incriminating evidence, and I can lead the cops straight to that computer at any time. So using this weapon, it definitely seems like he'll be taking the law into his own hands, tracking down Colin Murphy. It's setting up to come down to a situation, maybe even a hostage situation, where Mike is trying to clear his name while holding Colin, you know, hostage. What he doesn't know is that the police are already starting to understand that Mike is not the primary suspect, and it is in fact Colin Murphy. He's also very aware that Colin is aware of his own daughter, Pearl, and so possibly he'll be looking to protect her as well in case it turns into a hostage situation in which Colin takes Pearl hostage. Going into big takeaway number 2, finally, it's interesting that it's coming so late in the season, but we get some background as to how Mike got into this DUI charge and ended up facing prison time. It turns out the way that it looks, it wasn't really his fault, but the trajectory from which everybody was flown at the car accident ended up looking incriminating on his end. And so because the other 2 people in the car passed away from the accident, they were looking for a scapegoat. They were looking for somebody to pin this on, and it just happened to be Mike. So from our perspective, we're likely to believe Mike saying that, you know, he wasn't driving, and it was indeed his brother who got behind the wheel while intoxicated and caused the fatal crash. Now, one reason they might have brought it in this late, it kind of gives Mike and Colin a little something in common, seeing as the system kind of failed both of them in not finding out what the actual situation was and dealing out justice accordingly. That could maybe be something that unites them in some sort of way and causes Colin not to kill Mike or even his daughter Pearl, however that ends up going down. Now that I think of it, it might end up being a situation even with the reporter, as the reporter is going after Pearl right now at the school. Our third and final takeaway, yes, Mike gets the gun, but even Alfredo's own people turn on him because of the bounty on him. He ends up escaping the gang house and making a run for it. Now he's on the run from a gang who's headhunting, as well as the cops who, even though he's not the primary suspect, they're still probably going to arrest him on sight. And, you know, now that he has a weapon, it's going to get very dangerous for him as we get down into the last couple episodes of the season. So that's going to do it for our 3 biggest takeaways from episode 11 of The Fugitive. Thank you guys so much for hanging in there over the long hiatus with this show. It is something that I wanted to wrap up, so be sure to let me know what you thought of the episode in the comments. Be sure to like and subscribe. Also, if you're feeling dope, go check out our sister channel, The La Quente Ledger. We've got awesome content over there as well, including my brand new show, The Granted Geek Show. I'll be getting new episodes of that out very soon as well, so check out the ones that are already there, as well as a whole bunch of other content over on that channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace!